Ranked matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Well, that's some way to start this game. They're lining up for an onside kick. They get the football, but I think they touched it too soon. Flag on the field, and I believe it's coming back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
On the double.
Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that pedal to the floor to be the best team we can be.
Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. To the air, it's Aguilar. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
QBs, when you see zone covers, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at third and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to throw for it on third and goal. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. Lets it fly. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on fourth down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
From the gun, running back on the move. Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13. Guys, let's take just a second and talk about Ole Miss. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D-lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
Now on first down from the 28. Taylor has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw at Simmons. Plucks it out of the air. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. You know, you think back on the Jackson Dart era at Ole Miss, the best three-year run in more than 50 years. Now Austin Simmons steps in, full of potential, Jesse, to lead the Rebels to further glory.
Quarterbacks have played so well under Lane Kiffin in recent years. You can even go ahead of Jackson Dart back to Matt Corral and what he was doing in that offense. So now the lefty takes over. This dude's got a lot of talent. He can make every single throw on the field. Lane Kiffin's playbook is completely at this guy's disposal, and because of that, you know there are going to be a lot of big plays for the Rebels.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Wallace. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Wide receiver going in motion. Holds and fires complete to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He's got it and still on his feet. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
Caught in the backfield. It's Lee. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Rebels! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Aguilar. Rushes on him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. And they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but you got to give the quarterback credit too for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between.
Turning it on! up on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Big third down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on third down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off.
Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see him there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
On the run, it's Lacey. And the Rebels will move the sticks with the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Simmons. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Second down.
And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. The Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Stribley. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And the Rebels need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Back to pass on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Touchdown, Ole Miss! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking downfield, it's Aguilar. Pressure coming. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. And the Vols moving quickly to the line.
That's a pretty impressive throw, man. That's given me Peyton Manning to Peerless Price memories back when I was watching them play.
There he goes. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The 2024 season for Tennessee had some highs, wins over Bama, Florida, and Oklahoma. Man, did it end with a thud. They got clipped by the Ohio State buzzsaw and then suffered the big shocker of the offseason with Nico Iamaleava jumping into the transfer portal.
Yeah, I don't know that there was a more interesting offseason than in Knoxville. The quarterback spot, the drama, the back and forth, and Nico leaves, and then Joey Aguirre, who he goes to UCLA, Nico, and now the guy who transferred there transfers to Tennessee. So quarterback roulette, and Tennessee has a new guy.
There are things I expected to remain consistent, at least with Tennessee, but Tim Banks is going to do a great job at defensive coordinator on that side of the ball. And you know Tennessee's going to run it as well. So I know a lot of question marks around the quarterback spot. There are other facets to this team that make them very dangerous.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that mattered with these defenses.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looking for the end zone. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Line gets set, first down. Leaves it with the back. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. Guys, let's take a minute here and look big picture for Tennessee. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
It's 4th and 15, but the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
Well, that play never had a chance. On 4th down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Stribley. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver. Just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy. And I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on the slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
The Rebels are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Looking for a man. It's Aguilar. Makes the grab on the left. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab down the middle. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Going for it all. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, at this juncture of the game, obviously the offense has struggled. No points up on the board. You're at the end of the first half, and you're just trying to make something happen. That time the quarterback thought he had a guy open way down the field. But again, the defense in perfect position, and that thing falls incomplete.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Makes the catch. It's Staley. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down line. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. With the catch, it's Staley. Oh, he's got some space. Knocked down at the 22. That's a first down, and they can still stop the clock. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
The Vols in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To the air. It's Aguilar. Looking to buy time. Got enough space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this 2nd half.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man downfield. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. To the air on first down. Looking deep down the right side. Intercepted for the 11th time. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
With the catch, it's Jefferson. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Finds his man. It's Staley. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to pass. It's Aguilar. Bringing the heat. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Volunteers will kick it away to start the second half. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to set the tone with the run.
You just sense the frustration. Starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Grab behind the line. It's Watkins. The Rebels will move the sticks.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. On these option plays, you just have to take what the defense gives you. And if that means handing off the dive or if that means pitching it, you got to do that. It can't always be about you. And I think the quarterback that time was really hoping it was going to be his number called, but there was nothing there. He tried to do too much. It's a huge negative play that sets this offense going in the wrong direction.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
To throw, it's Simmons. Sends it downfield. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Not only made the pick, but he also made up some ground and took it back to the 38. So here is the Tennessee offense. Out of the gun, the inside give. Going the other way, and he's got room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They're going to ride this running back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And the timing just a hair off.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows.
Touchdown ball! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Arkansas is currently ahead in this one, but boy, there have to be some nervous moments for the folks in Fayetteville. They have not been able to pull away. They're up by 5 over Texas. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Flips it out on the screen. Hard running there. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Finds his tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. They'll go 5 wide on 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Going up top again. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got room on the return. Touchdown Volunteers! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lacey. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw at Simmons. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Watkins. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Gets it out fast. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Simmons. He's got it on the run. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Touchdown, Rebels! A great catch and run for 6. The extra point here would tie the game. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. An 84-yard drive there, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's taking the shot. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Right on target this time. Turning it on. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. 2nd down coming up. Back to pass. It's Aguilar. That's caught. It's Carter. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He's able to get it out to the 25, but needed a little bit more to move the chains. It'll be 4th down. Can't wait to see how this 4th quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now,
got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
We know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field tricks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Leaves it with the running back. He has the first and still on his feet. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
To the air, it's Aguilar. Here comes the heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going over the top. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a fourth down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the first and keep the drive alive, QB's got to be great with his eyes. He's got to throw it on time. His target has to be in the perfect place at the perfect time, and you got to be able to haul it in. They checked all the boxes on that fourth down.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Lacey. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Caught over the middle, it's Watkins. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to...
There he goes! That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Gets the back moving. On the direct snap, it's Lacey fighting off the defender. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
Wow, what a big play. And how about the hit stick tackle right there? That's one this offense is going to remember.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but what an opportunity here from the 23-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the fourth quarter, an opportunity to move on top.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown ball. They move on top here in the fourth.
And this is why you consistently run the football, a steady diet, because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
And he made the extra point without problem. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Simmons. Sets up the screen. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Lacey. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. Win a first down. They'll snap it from the 32. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
Listen, I love when my quarterback gets outside the pocket. I got an opportunity to make a huge play. But when it's not there, now I want him to make the simple play. Throw it away. Don't take the sack. Don't take the loss of yards plays.
The short hands, it's Lee. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the deep.
He's loose. And after the pickup gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Caught in the backfield, it's Lacey. Inside the 15. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. And the Rebels had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Pulls and fires complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And this offense, they got another positive gain, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
He makes a grab. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. They will score! Touchdown, Rebels!
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now kick the extra point, tie this football game up late, or do you go for 2? Do you go for the win? Do you try to take the lead? That is a you decision.
They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they've got it locked up in the final minute after the touchdown and extra point. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. From the gun, he leads it with the back. Got enough for the first. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. They'll give it to him again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. And the pressure will get there. The sack. A sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit, too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. This dude is putting up numbers. He just cracked the 150 mark in receiving yards.
Man, he's a weapon, Reese. He runs routes, he's fast, he's great with the football in his hands, and he can line up in a lot of different spots and run the entire route tree. I mean, what can't this guy do?
With a condensed field in overtime, if you can establish the run, it is a huge advantage.
Big-time advantage. You establish your physicality, come out the gates, put you in a positive way. Now, I can play action, opens the whole playbook.
Touchdown, Ole Miss! They jump on top here in OT.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. What's in front of them, they have to answer that score with a touchdown. Out of the gun to give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's complete to the left. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Hey, if you're the defensive coordinator, you might want to start thinking about spying this QB because of his speed and athleticism. He just showed you how he can hurt you getting out on the perimeter and then throwing. If you've got somebody athletic that can go sideline to sideline, that might be a good move moving forward.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Dropping back, it's Aguilar. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
when I get inside the 3 on first and goal, I want to be aggressive with the run. I want to be physical. I want to be the more dominant team. You might know it's coming, but I'm still going to bring it. They tried to go with the changeup. They tried to throw the football very unsuccessfully. Nice job by the defense being ready for everything, even though they're inside the 3-yard line.
Third and goal, desperately trying to get it in and keep hope alive. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
4th and goal, and this is the ball game. The offense will use a timeout with a critical down coming in overtime. Their last chance. Ball game could be decided right here. 4th and goal. He wants to throw it. Fires into the end zone. It's complete. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college